As an investor, these are perfect conditions for true stock picking.
I raised money at 1.4 cents, trading at 3.4.
Hello friends, and welcome to another 180 Markets Weekly Wrap, where today we are going to talk about this past week's calm market conditions. But before we get to that, you know the drill. Like, subscribe, share our channel, so this way we can bring you even more exclusive content. Now back to what we saw this week. Well, friends, we are seeing for the fourth or fifth week in a row now, really calm, benign market conditions. And what does that mean? Well, as an investor, these are perfect conditions for true stock picking. And this is something we haven't seen in about a year's time now. So it is definitely a switch in the market. And not only that, companies we are seeing now where they are hitting their catalysts, meeting their numbers, and doing something special, well, those shares are really soaring. And it's so nice to see because it really puts a skill back in the market, back onto stock picking. It makes it worthwhile doing all that company-specific research. That's right. And this is certainly a change from where the market was even 2 months ago now. So for our point of view, this is a really exciting time and where really you can separate yourself out as an investor. And now to talk about what went on the markets themselves this week and in capital raises, as always, I'll turn it over to Sean. Have a great weekend.
Thank you, Greg, and thanks everyone for joining us. There's an old phrase that my father used to use when it came to his running career. The running will separate the men from the boys. That is what the market is doing at the moment. I'm speaking to a lot of people and everyone has got a different attitude towards the market. Some people are doing really well, we can call them the men, and others, like myself, are really struggling. I feel like a little boy at the moment. Let's take a look at placements and then some movers. Let's start with the 180 Markets platform. We can see that there is 9 placements that have been available yesterday and today. So well done to the 180 Markets team. Noble Helium, NHE, is currently halted, raising $12 million at 13 cents a share. This is a 23% discount to the last price. In my eyes, Noble Helium has been a serial raiser, and unfortunately, this is at a low price to the previous raise. IR1, Iris Metals, is halted, raising $7.5 million at $1 per share. Slight discount to the last price of $1.09. On the 180 Markets platform as well is Argent Minerals, ARD, a little gold company, and they are raising $1 to $1.5 million at a 22% discount. Other noticeable raises this week have been GT1, FG1, and 4DX, which was extremely popular at 180 Markets and was behind the wall, I think, on Tuesday night. Now, a little bit of a theme we're seeing in capital raises. Companies are raising money with lithium acquisitions. All of a sudden, the market is fascinated with Western Australian lithium projects, and they are vending them into different sort of listed companies. Bradley is going to talk about one that has quadrupled from the capital raising price.
Thanks, Sean. Let's take a look at LNR. So LNR recently did a capital raise at 0.3 of a cent. And as well as the capital raise, they also did a lithium acquisition for the Lady Grey lithium tantalum project. So this project is right next to a joint venture project between SQM and Wesfarmers. And as well as the acquisition, they also hired Brian Thomas, who's the chairman of Azure Minerals, who everyone knows, the darling of this year. And yeah, everyone's liking their odds. And with a $10 million market cap, punters are liking what they see. So this wasn't the only lithium acquisition this week. We saw MRQ recently do one, as well as DM1, and also VAL did a lithium acquisition in Ontario. Now, I'd like to introduce you to our newest 180 Markets representative and team member, Adam.
Thanks, Brad. Looking closer at GHY, Gold Hydrogen, we can see that the company recently raised at 75 cents. However, the share price opened up a lot higher, closer to just above $1, and is currently resting at about 94 cents. The project in South Australia highlights a 73% grade of hydrogen and a 3.6% grade of helium in what may become Australia's first hydrogen helium project in what is an ever-emerging energy sector within.
Thanks, Adam, but this is my show. Come on, you can move on now. No one can move now. Let's take a look at some other movers. We're going to take a look at ATH. Now, this is one I actually feel sick about because they did the raise at 0.35 of a cent 2 weeks ago. Let's take a look back at the announcements. On the morning of Tuesday morning, they made this great announcement, positive data from their climate model, whatever. It was great results, and it hardly moved on the back of that in Australian trading. But this one is listed overseas, I think on the NASDAQ, where it doubled. So the next morning, the stock opened up, I think it was 70%, and did double. It's more than double from the placement price, and there were free options there. So well done to anyone that took that placement. It wasn't that popular at the time, but obviously if it had its time again, I think it would have been a sellout. IVZ, they had a big run this week. They had a great gas find. The share price hit as high as 24.5 yesterday. It's currently trading at 20.5. Let's take a look at the yearly chart for IVZ. So, I mean, it's not a breakout here. It's just trying to reach old highs, but they doing a lot of drilling at the moment. So investors are obviously feeling pretty confident about it. ZIP, an old favorite of everyone, the buy now, pay it later stock. It's good to see them having a run again. They had a big run after a Citi analyst increased their price target. The price target was actually 51 cents, so the market's got a bit excited and is trading above that. Downs this week, ERW, they had a big fall. Their lithium grades weren't as high as what people had hoped. Now, they are right next to AZS, as we have mentioned in the past, and clearly these results do not mirror anything of AZS. And finally, LCL, they had a big fall this week. Let's take a look at the 5-year chart because I used to love this company. I think I did mention that last week. They were trading up here when I used to buy and sell them quite a bit, but it's been a really disappointing company. Thanks for watching the 180 Markets Weekly Wrap. A very busy week on the placement front. And I think next week will be similar before everyone just closes shop before the end of the year. This may very well be the last wrap of the year. So on behalf of everyone at the 180 Markets team, we'd like to wish you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Thanks for watching.